along with the manual of design 4 in the drive relating to lab. So you can download it from there. You have the link already with you. So I placed it today, so you can get it from there. So design number 4 that we have to discuss and complete today. So first of all, let me start with the statement. Better to open your manuals with you. Design number 4. It's on page number 36. It's starting from page number 36 of manual. So if you open it, so you can understand more. So this design, the statement is given below are data for a station rating curve. Extend the relation, mean extend the rating curve and estimate the flow at a stage of 4.4 meter. तो यहाँ blank एक है और space है. So mention it 4.4 meter by logarithmic and Chase's method. So you will be given at the end of this these slides, you are given with this data. You are given with the stage in the river. I will come to it. What is stage? You are given with the mean depth corresponding to this stage, the cross-sectional area corresponding to this stage, and the discharge corresponding to this stage. So these parameters are given to you, and you are required to extend the relationship between stage and discharge, which is called rating curve, by using two methods, logarithmic method and Chase's method, and find what is the discharge or flow at a stage of 4.4 meter. So first of all, let me discuss important theory relating to this design and the method that you have to use to extend the rating curve. That will be discussed, and then the data and the table that you have to fill. What is a stage? First of all, stage is the height of water surface above an arbitrary datum. So like you do the surveying, you find the reduced level. So you always have some datum with respect to which, like mean sea level, like any other datum, with respect to which you find a report or you write the reduced level of a certain place. So similar is the case when you have to mention the stage in the river, water level in the river. So it is always with respect to an arbitrary datum, fixed surface, horizontal surface mostly, with respect to which we mention the reduced levels are the water levels of the river or a reservoir, etc. So stage is the height of water surface above an arbitrary datum. Now, if you look at this figure, the difference between stage and depth is mentioned. Stage is h, it is in the form of a reduced level, and this is the fixed or the arbitrary datum surface with respect to which we have taken this stage value. Depth is from the bottom of the channel, the deepest point of the channel, to the water surface. That is called the depth of water. And A is the difference between the datum and the channel of the bottom of the channel surface or bottom of the channel. So it means that stage is equal to A plus D, or D is equal to H minus A. So this is the difference between stage, that is in terms of reduced level, and depth. So I hope you are clear with this stage and depth now. For example, if for a river, for example, the depth is 5 meter and the stage is 100 meter. So what does it mean? That stage is with respect to a datum which is 95 meter below the bottom of the channel, and depth is actually the water depth within the channel from the channel bed up to the surface of water. So this is the difference between stage and depth. Stage gauge. So the instrument used for measuring the stage, and remember this, that if we take the datum as the channel bed, then the stage and the depth will be same. So in case when we take the channel bed as datum, the stage and depth will be same. And when we talk about depth, it is the average depth of flow, because within a channel you can see that at different places depth may be different. So we take the average depth of flow in this case. Stage gauge, the instrument, just like the rain gauge, we measure the rainfall. The stage gauge is used to measure the stage at a gauging station in a river is called as a stage gauge. So we learn this also in your theory class, maybe after mid, relating to the flow measurement in channels. So they will discuss these stage gauges and the different types. There are two stage gauges that we have, non-recording and the recording, just like the rain gauges. Non-recording stage gauges are those which do not have the continuous record of the stage values, and they give you the stage value after a fixed time interval, like after 24 hours or 1 day. Examples are staff gauge, stage gauge, and the wire weight gauge. So these are the two rain gauges, two staff gauges, which give you the stage in a river or channel after a fixed time interval, maybe depend on your measurement and your observation. So normally daily readings can be taken based on this. And recording stage gauges are the one which keep the continuous record of the stage automatically. You may have some graph, that is a stage versus time. It's called as a stage hydrograph. Stage hydrograph is a plot between stage on y-axis and time on x-axis. So you can have this sort of chart or graph which can give you idea about the stage at any time during a certain time period, and it can give you idea about the increase in the stage or decrease in the stage and the rate of increase and decrease over the given time period. So the example of this type of the gauge is the float type stage gauge, in which whenever stage is increasing, so the float will tend to move up, and accordingly a trend will be marked, upward trend will be marked on the chart, rising trend. And when the stage is falling in the river, so we have accordingly the downward trend marked on the chart. Rating curve. So rating curve is a graphical relationship between stage and discharge at a stream gauging station. It is one of the important representation of the gauge data at a gauging station, at a river gauging station. So we normally measure the stage at a river gauging station, we measure the flow rate, and if you plot stage versus discharge, that is called as a rating curve. So this curve is very important for planning and design of hydropower projects, for the planning and design relating to reservoirs, reservoir storage, and other water resources purposes, water control, you can say purposes, are designed to find the design discharge or the design level for the design of various hydraulic structures. So this is a very, very important curve, which is a must for any site where we want to develop any hydropower or any hydraulic structure you want to construct. So stage versus discharge curve, stage on y-axis and discharge on x-axis, we have this curve. So this is a typical rating curve shown in this diagram. So remember this, when we plot the rating curve in actual in the field, so we have two things to do. Number one, we have to find the stage when it is rising. So we have to find the stage, different stage values and corresponding discharge values. We have to measure it actually, and then we can plot the rising rating curve. And then we have to do the same, repeat the same for the falling stage. When the water level in the river are reducing, then we have to again find the discharge and the stage correspondingly, and then we will plot again. So we have the rating curve, which is showing the upward or increasing trend. For example, this is we get the upper rating curve for the rising stage, and we have the lower rating curve for the falling stage, and then we take the average of the two to consider as a rating curve. तो जब हम rating curve बनाते हैं तो हम दो कंडीशन के लिए बनाते हैं, एक राइजिंग स्टेज के लिए और एक फॉलिंग स्टेज के लिए, फिर उसका एवरेज एक लाइन लगाते हैं, दैट वी यूज एज अ रेफरेंस आर फॉर फर्दर यूज एज द रेटिंग कर्व. Now, what is the importance of rating curve? As I mentioned, various uses are there. To get the discharge value corresponding to any stage, we require rating curve, and to determine the stage value corresponding to various flows, we want to find out and to be used for construction of hydraulic structure, for design and construction of hydraulic structure, we require the stage value and the discharge value. तो अगर हमें स्टेज की वैल्यू पता है, उसके कोरिस्पॉन्डिंग हम डिस्चार्ज निकाल सकते हैं, और अगर हमें डिस्चार्ज की वैल्यू पता है, हमें पता है कि ये डिज़ाइन डिस्चार्ज है उस स्ट्रक्चर का, तो हम उसके कोरिस्पॉन्डिंग वाटर लेवल या स्टेज की वैल्यू फाइंड कर सकते हैं. How we establish a rating curve at a site? As I mentioned in your theory, we will discuss this in detail, how the discharge measurement is done in the rivers, and then how we find out the stage value. So if you look at this figure, so we install the stop gauges at along the bank of a river to record different water levels in the river, lower and higher water levels. So this is how we read the stage value. And as far as discharge measurement is concerned, so for this we use the current meter technique. So what we do in this, we divide the whole cross section of the river into number of segments, and considering each segment having same velocity within that width, and within each segment we find the velocity by current meter, and then we multiply with the area of segment to find out the discharge, and then we sum it up for the all segments to calculate the total discharge through the cross section. So how rating curve is established at a site? It is plotted by taking simultaneous measurements of stage and discharge at different water levels or stages in the river stream at a particular section. As I mentioned, it is done for rising stage as well as for falling stage. तो मुख्तलिफ स्टेज की वैल्यू पे हम क्या करते हैं, क्रॉस सेक्शन को प्लॉट कर लेते हैं, उस क्रॉस सेक्शन पे हम फिर जो है उस क्रॉस सेक्शन के ऊपर जो वाटर लेवल है वो लगा लेते हैं जो स्टेज है, और उसको हम डिवाइड कर लेते हैं मुख्तलिफ सेगमेंट्स के अंदर, अज्यूमिंग दैट विद इन ईच सेगमेंट द वेलोसिटी इज कांस्टेंट. वेलोसिटी को हम करंट मीटर एक डिवाइस है, वो आप पढ़ेंगे थ्योरी में, उससे हम फाइंड कर लेते हैं, उस सेगमेंट के एरिया से मल्टीप्लाई करके डिस्चार्ज निकाल लेते हैं. तो इस तरह हम जो है मुख्तलिफ जो सेगमेंट्स है उसका डिस्चार्ज को सम करके टोटल डिस्चार्ज निकाल सकते हैं. सो दिस इज हाउ वी कैन फाइंड आउट the discharge of the river by using this current meter technique and area velocity method that we call it. स्कूल में
अच्छा वो यार तुम गाड़ी पे आ गए हो? फिर जाना है, 2:30 बजे निकलना है, जाना है.
चलें फिर आप देखें ना, मेरे तो मैं देखो टाइम तक तो फारिग हो जाता.
नहीं तो भी इकट्ठे चले जाएंगे ना, मजहब भी जा रहा है.
अच्छा okay, sorry, there was interruption. Okay, let me complete this. So I hope you have understood this, but further as I mentioned that you will learn in your theory class that how to measure the discharge and stage in the river, and then similarly you have to plot the stage and discharge, that is the rating curve. Extension of rating curve. Now once you plot the rating curve for a river gauging station, remember this, for the river gauging station rating curve is a must, because you cannot measure the discharge every time or all the time. It is a time taking process and it is a costly process. So on normal basis, how you report the discharge at a site, you have the rating curve there, we have the stop gauge installed there, we read out the level of water, on daily basis, sometime 2 or 3 times a day. So corresponding to that water level, we go to the rating curve and we report the discharge. तो हम चूँकि डिस्चार्ज मेजरमेंट करना इतना आसान प्रोसेस नहीं है, साल में एक आध दफ़ा या 2 साल में एक आध दफ़ा किया जाता है इसको प्रोसेस को, ताकि हम चेक कर सकें कि रेटिंग कर्व जो बनाया गया है वो वैलिड है कि नहीं, या उसमें कोई चेंजेस तो नहीं आ गई। अदरवाइज जो डेली हम रिपोर्ट करते हैं डिस्चार्ज किसी भी रिवर पे, तो वो यही है कि वी जस्ट फाइंड आउट द वाटर लेवल देयर, और रेटिंग कर्व को यूज़ करते हो हम उसके डिस्चार्ज को रिपोर्ट करके वहाँ लिख देते हैं, रजिस्टर जो भी रिकॉर्डिंग का होता है, या हम उसको रिकॉर्ड कर लेते हैं। सो दिस इज़ द यूज़ ऑफ रेटिंग कर्व अगेन टू रिपोर्ट द डिस्चार्ज ऑन डेली बेसिस।
कोई वजह तुमने कहा मैंने कहा सर कि वो क्या नहीं यार, वो हम लोगों ने उधर इस दसा ब्लॉग करना है ये वो, मैं कहा ठीक है सर जब आप आएंगे तब
मैं क्या करूँ
सर ये
Okay, so extension of rating curve. Why we need to extend the rating curve? Remember this, when we make the rating curve for a river gauging station, we obviously go to up to maximum discharge and maximum stage. But on the later stages, due to any reason, you know that discharge in the river or the rainfalls on a certain area are unpredictable natural phenomena. So we can get discharge more than the one for which we have made the rating curve. तो हम मुमकिन है कि डिस्चार्ज जिसके लिए हमने मैक्सिमम डिस्चार्ज जिसके लिए रेटिंग कर्व बनाया है उससे ज़्यादा डिस्चार्ज वहाँ आ जाए, ज़्यादा रेनफॉल्स हो जाएं, तो बात का हमें वी नीड टू एक्सटेंड द रेटिंग कर्व टू फाइंड आउट द स्टेज if the discharge is known to us, or to find out the discharge if the stage is recorded, in case the discharge is more than the recorded data that we have. So in that case, rating curve extension is important, because the already existing rating curve for the site will not be used as it. So a flood magnitude higher than the expected at any time in future, greater than the highest observed in the past, and the available rating curve becomes useless for this value of flood stage. Then the extension of rating curve becomes essential to determine the flood magnitude on a value of the stage higher than the observed. So extension of rating curve is required so that in any case, if we get more discharge than the past recorded discharge, or stage more than the past recorded stage, then we need to extend it to be used for that stage or discharge value. Now methods of extension rating curve, there are two methods used that we use in this design, that is the logarithmic method and the Chase's method. Now the important thing will be to learn the procedure, how to proceed with these methods. The governing equation for the logarithmic method is that log of q is equal to log of k plus n log of h minus a. This is the straight line equation of straight line. Y is equal to mx plus c. So this log q is y in this case. This log of k is the y-intercept of the straight line, and n is the slope, and log of h minus a is x. So in this, what you do actually, you plot a graph between log of q on y-axis and log of h minus a on x-axis. So when you will plot this graph, I will come to this a value. When you plot this graph, so it will touch at some point on y-axis, there will be y-intercept, that is log of k, and in this way, after plotting this, then we can find out our required we can extend the graph first, and then we can find out the required stage at the given discharge, or required discharge at the given stage. Now I will proceed with first of all with the procedure of this logarithmic method. You should listen this carefully, because in the end you have to mention this procedure in this box. You are also given the space in the manual to mention the procedure of both the methods. So you have to clearly listen this procedure. So now for the logarithmic method, first of all you have to come to this table and the data first of all. So in this design you are given with the stage data, as you can see, it is in meters. You are given with the meter depth, it is also in meter, mean depth in meters, You are given with the cross-sectional area in square meters and discharge in cubic meter per second. So note down these units: stage in meters, mean depth in meters, cross-sectional area in square meter, and discharge in cubic meter per second. So these are the units of the given data. Now, then using this data, you have to fill this table. So this table is also available in the manual on page 44. So you are given with the stage in meters, depth in meters, area in square meter, discharge in cubic meter per second, cumics. So for the logarithmic method, you have to find log of Q. So you have to find log of this column number 4, column number 5 if you consider serial number column as well. So take this log of this column of Q, write it over here. Then this is the first step. First step is find out log of Q from the given data of Q. Second step is assuming various values of A between 0.1 to 0.5. So this is normally the range that we can have for the assumption of A from 0.5 to 0.1 to 0.5. So A value, A is any coefficient or you can say any parameter it is the distance between the channel bed to the datum, actually this A. So H minus A is basically the water depth. Anyhow, so assume different values of A from 0.1 to 0.5, like you take 0.1 over here and you find out log of H minus A. What is log of H minus A? So this H is given. So find out this column 2 minus this column of A and then take the log. So assume various values of A like 0.1 first and then fill this column, log of H minus A, and then assume say 0.15, we are 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. So between 0.1 to 0.5, you can take different assumptions, like you are given with 4 columns over here, so you can accordingly use these 4 columns. Now, what is the you can say methodology in this? So first step is find log of Q. Second step is assuming various values of A from 0.1 to 0.5, find out log minus H minus A, and then plot log of Q versus log of H minus A. So if you see this diagram, so this is you can see, so these are the various plots of log of Q and log of H minus A for various values of A. For example, this plot is for A value 0.1, this is for A value 0.15, say this is for A value 0.2, this is 0.25, 0.5 for example. Now after plotting all this, that value of A will be finalized, which gives you the most straight line. तो आप मुख्तलिफ A की वैल्यू को ज्यूम करेंगे, उस बेस पे आप log of H minus A फाइंड कर लेंगे. अब आपने जब ये वैल्यू ये फिल कर देना है तो फिर आपने log of Q और log of H minus A का ग्राफ बनाना है. अगर तो वो स्ट्रेट लाइन आ जाता है इट इज़ ओके, अगर नहीं आता तो आप एक और वैल्यू ज्यूम करेंगे, सेकंड कॉलम, उसको प्लॉट करेंगे. यू विल प्लॉट इट अगेन. इफ यू गेट द स्ट्रेट लाइन then you will finish over there. If not, you will again assume certain value of A, again plot log of Q versus log of H minus A, another line. So in this way you have to reach to the most straight line that you can obtain between log of Q and log of H minus A. So that value of A which gives you the most straight line will be finalized. Now once you get that straight line, you will not erase the other lines. अगर दूसरी लाइनों को या जो A की वो वैल्यू जो कि आपकी जो ट्रायल है वो सही नहीं हुआ, वो उसको आपने इरेज नहीं करना, उसको एज इट इज़ रहने देना है, ग्राफ पे भी और टेबल में भी. So you will select that line which gives you the most straight line as the final relationship, and you can further extend it by dotted line in the same trend. उसी ट्रेंड के साथ जो कि उसकी स्लोप है, एंगल है, उसी पे आपने उसको स्ट्रेट लाइन से एक्सटेंड कर लेना है. द कॉन्सेप्ट बिहाइंड why we are not directly extending the rating curve, why we are not directly extending the rating curve, because this curve is a curved line. So we cannot say that the same trend will continue, and extending a straight line is the easiest one. Extending a straight line is the most easiest one. That's why in logarithmic method we are actually getting a straight line relationship between log of q and log of h minus a, and we are going to get this straight line, and then we can easily extend this straight line. So anyhow, you have to extend it up to the point for which you need to find the discharge, then find out log of h minus a, because for the last stage in the given data, if you see the data, ये data आपको given है, for the stage of 4.4 meter for which you need to find the discharge is not mentioned. So for this stage of 4.40, you will find out log of h minus a for that value of a which has given to you straight line. So corresponding to this value, you will go to this graph, and you will draw a vertical line meeting this extended portion, and then from this you will draw a horizontal line to find the log of q, and then you can take the anti-log to find out the q value. So in this way, using this logarithmic method, plotting a graph between log of q and log of h minus a, achieving a straight line and finalizing that value of a, you can find out for the discharge for the extended stage value. So this is from the graph you can find, and you can also find out using the equation. So once you finish this graph, you can find out the y-intercept, that is log of q, and you have this log of h minus a, h is 4.4, a you will finalize, which will give you the straight line. So you can find out log of q, and then you can take the anti-log. So by equation you can find this equation, you can take the slope of this line, you can find the slope of this line as well, straight line. Values in this equation, you can also find out the q value by firstly finding log of q and then taking anti-log. दोनों तरीकों से आप ग्राफ से भी और इक्वेशन दोनों से आप इसको फाइंड कर सकते हैं. इवेंचुअली आपने इसको यहाँ लिख देना है जो रिजल्ट्स हैं कि फ्लड मैग्नीट्यूड q at 4.4 meter stage by logarithmic method is this much. So this is how, using logarithmic method, you will find out that flood discharge or discharge at the extended stage of 4.4 meter by extending the rating curve. Now second method is Chase's method, which is also called as A under root D method. Chase's method or A under root D method. So this is the governing equation, Chase's equation, A and C under root RS. Now this method is valid for a very wide river. तो यहाँ हम assume कर रहे हैं कि एक wide channel है. So for wide channel we know hydraulic radius is area or perimeter. Area is B into D and perimeter is B plus 2D. And we know that in case of very wide channel, B is very large as compared to D. So B plus 2D or B will not make any difference. So it means that hydraulic radius is nearly equal to depth of flow in a wide rectangular channel. Anyhow, further we can put this R equal to D. So A into C and root S into D, or further we can say, because C is constant and for given slope of the channel S is constant, so you can say that discharge in a stream is proportional to A under root D. So this is the concept of this method, that discharge is proportionally related with A under root D. So now let me come to the procedure of this method. Again, I should go to the table. So you are given with the first 4 columns: stage, depth, area and discharge. Now using that method you have to find out A under root D. The units are meter power 2.4. So area is given, depth is given, so A under root D you can find out. Now you have to plot a graph between A under root D and Q. A under root D on y-axis and Q on x-axis. So this will be graph between Q and root D, that is will be a straight line. You have to plot another graph between H and A under root D. You also have the stage and you also have this A under root D value. You can plot a graph between them. It will be sort of a curved line. Then you are given that at stage of 4.4 meter, you should go to this A under root D graph by plotting a vertical line. Then plotting a horizontal line, you should touch the A under D graph, that is a straight line, you can extend it, and then from there you can find out the Q value. तो इस मेथड में पहला स्टेप ये है कि आप A under D फाइंड करें, फाइंड A under D. दूसरा स्टेप है प्लॉट अ ग्राफ बिटवीन Q and A under D, that will be a straight line. Third step is plot a graph between stage and A under D, you will get another line. Fourth step is corresponding to the given stage of 4.4 meter, go to the graph between AH and A under D by drawing a vertical line from the axis of stage to the graph, and then next step is from that point go horizontally towards the next step is extend Q versus A under D graph, and then draw horizontal line from the point of stage meeting the graph of H versus A under D to the graph of Q versus A under D, and then from there draw a vertical line to axis of discharge and report the discharge. So this way you can find out the discharge at the given stage value, the unknown value of discharge. Again you have to report it here. Flood magnitude Q at 4.4 meter stage by Chazy method is this much. Then you have to find the percentage difference between both, and accordingly you can comment that using these two methods, this is the difference that we have achieved in this case. Now remember this logarithmic method, as it is mentioned, it is more useful when the cross-sectional area, cross-section of the stream is of regular shape. So this method is more used over there as compared to other method. Now I will move to the question answer session. If you anybody having any question, he or she should ask regarding relating to the design number 4. Yes, questions from your side. Yes, anybody having any question? जी सबको समझ आ गई है. रोल नंबर 65, आर यू इन द मीटिंग? यस, सो आपको समझ आ गई है दोनों मेथड्स की. कैन यू डू इट?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have to complete this work by next week. I will tell you how to submit it in the plan before I take these. Let me take your question, and then at the end I will announce regarding the evaluation. Yes, Hamza Niaz, question.
सर अगर हमारा फर्स्ट ट्रायल में ही आ जाए स्ट्रेट लाइन फिर
That is
तो
okay.
बस एक
अगर पहले में आ जाए.
सर वो हम चेक कर लेंगे एक्सेल पे ड्रॉ करके, तो फिर वो फर्स्ट लाइन वहाँ से जनरेट स्ट्रेट लाइन जनरेट कर लें.
बेहतर है कि 2-3 ट्रायल कम से कम शो करें, ताकि आपको बाद में जेन में रहे ना कि आपने ये कैसे लिया था. ठीक है,
ठीक सर, थैंक यू.
so it's better to show 2 or 3 trials and then you can have the final value. Yes, any other question? तो कम से कम 3 ट्रायल इसमें शो करने हैं. एक जो है स्ट्रेट लाइन इस पे आ जाए और बाकी जो है वो जिसमें प्रॉपर एक स्ट्रेट लाइन नहीं आ रही, तो ये मार्जिन इसमें या डिफरेंस काफ़ी कम होगा, तो इसको यानी कि बाकी भी थोड़ी क्लोज ही होंगी. तो यू हैव टू ड्रॉ ट्रेंड लाइन, रिमेंबर दिस. बिल्कुल एग्जैक्ट स्ट्रेट लाइन नहीं आएगी, तो आपने ट्रेंड लाइन ही ड्रॉ करनी होगी, और उसमें जो बेहतर ट्रेंड लाइन है स्ट्रेट लाइन वो आप लेंगे. येस, एनी अदर क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम योर साइड? Yes, 85 roll number. Are you in the meeting?
Yes, sir.
जी, तो आपको समझ आ गई है. Can you do these two methods?
जी sir.
Okay, good. 90 roll number. 90.
Yes, sir.
जी, आपको समझ आ गई बेटा?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, any other question? If somebody still is confused or is unable to understand, so he or she should ask the question. Okay, as far as the submission of this is concerned, I don't know whether you will have the on-campus classes. So if the decision is made regarding your online on-campus classes, so then you have to submit it in person, I mean in hard form, after coming to the university, and you will have one quiz and checking of your lab manual. Otherwise, other way around, you will submit this work science after your मिड टर्म वीक ऑनलाइन, ठीक है। तो अगर तो ये ऑनलाइन क्लासेस ही कंटिन्यू करती हैं तो आप डिज़ाइन 3 और 4 जो है वो सबमिट करवाएंगे आपके मिड वाले एग्ज़ाम मिड के एग्ज़ाम के वीक्स के बाद वाले वीक में। और अगर ये आपकी ऑन कैंपस क्लासेस शुरू होती हैं तो आप इन पर्सन या हार्ड फॉर्म में इसको मैनुअल पे जमा करवाएंगे, और उस वीक में आपका क्विज़ भी एक्सपेक्टेड है या होगा, और इसको चेक भी किया जाएगा, ठीक है। तो ये दोनों ऑप्शंस हैं, अब डिपेंड करता है कि किस तरह का सिचुएशन है। अगर ऑनलाइन है तो वो फिर जैसे आपने पहले जमा करवाई है ऑनलाइन उसी तरह जमा करवाएंगे। यू विल मेक अ PDF विद योर रजिस्ट्रेशन नंबर एज अ फाइल नेम, and you will keep both designs in one file and submit to the to engineer Salik in his on his WhatsApp account. Otherwise, as I already mentioned, that you have when you'll have on-campus classes, accordingly we'll decide we will have the evaluation and the quiz. इससे related किसी को question हो, query हो? So is it clear? So next week will be just to take up the queries relating to this design and design number 3 as well. If somebody still is not completed that, or for your completion for this design, I'm giving you that week. And next week is going to be your midterm exam week. And after that week, you have to submit this work on the same day as is your lab class. So now anybody having any query question relating to submission or design should ask before I end this meeting. Okay, so if you don't have any questions, so I will end this meeting over here. So you should try to complete this design as well. It will not take that much time. It is easier one. So hopefully by next week you will be able to complete it. And further, hopefully by next week things will be more clear. So accordingly I will announce if any change is there in your submission or in your evaluation way out. So I'm going to end this meeting now.